the language that the universe speaks, or speak quantum to me. What does any of that mean? And can it help you with manifestation? Yes, it can. And let me tell you why. The language the universe speaks is focus, your attention, your emotion, and the length of time that you're focused on something. It takes 17 seconds of being focused on, let's say, pizza, for another thought about pizza to join that thought, and on and on and on and on and on. If you add a feeling about pizza, now you're shooting it into the field around you. Why? Because emotion has a stronger energy imprint than just thought. So if you've ever heard anybody say, you gotta really feel it, that's just science. That's all they're really saying, is that in order to create something, your attention needs to be on it, and your feeling is what is propelling it out into the field. What field? The field of quantum soup, the field that instructs the universe what to bring to you. And this is why sometimes when people think a thought, they go, oh, shoot, let me pull it back, delete, delete, delete. It doesn't really work like that, because sometimes you can think a thought, you haven't thought about it for 17 seconds or longer, and you haven't put an emotion with that thought. So it's going to be all right, because 9 times out of 10, people have been thinking the same habitual thoughts over and over and over. So to speak into the quantum field and to have a response means that you're going to have to continue to do it so that it sort of interrupts the habitual thoughts that you think. That is why people in feng shui say pick up and move 21 things in your space, because you're changing the field, you're changing the known. And that is why it's so popular right now for people to say, stop being yourself. Because your personality creates your personal reality. That's not mine. That's Dr. Joe Dispenza's. And he's absolutely right. Because we wake up every morning, we think the same things, we do the same things, and then we wonder why we have the same life. To have a different result, you have to put in something different. The input has to be different. It's just like making a cake. If I want to make a chocolate cake and I've got all the ingredients for a lemon cake, guess what? I'm having lemon. So the input has to be completely different for the output to be different. That's the law of resonance. As above, so below. What does that actually mean? What it means is our internal reality is what we see all around us. So when you're like, oh, it's these people, I don't like these people. If you change your internal reality, those people will show up differently, or they won't show up at all. So when you think about speaking quantum, so much of it has to do with where your attention is, how long your attention has been on the new thing. A lot of times people give up too easily, and they don't realize they've had 30 years of focusing negatively on something. And the moment they go, oh, I want to focus this way, they expect it to work. And when it doesn't, they go, oh, that stuff doesn't work. It's kind of like eating poorly for 30 years and then working out once and going, this workout thing, it's not that great. It's cumulative. You have to keep doing it for the universe to go, oh, you mean you don't want to be poor, broke, and lonely? No. So you have to keep doing it. And you have to initiate it. It's sort of like if you walked into a mirror and you wanted the mirror to be happy. No, you got to smile first, and then your reflection will smile. So I feel like so much about The Secret was excellent general information, but there's little teeny tiny tweaks that you need to make to that general information to begin to receive results. And I feel like the biggest thing that no one said in that whole movie was to take inspired action. Quick story, I can remember many years ago, I was doing a real estate deal, and my gut was the person that I was working with wasn't that great, a little on the shady side. And I ended up being right. And subconsciously, I was holding lack about money because of that situation with that person. And in my morning meditation, I was saying, okay, I need to clear the space to bring in more money. And so I was just meditating, and I got the nudge to go to the grocery store. And I was like, I don't need anything from the grocery store, so let me go buy a pack of gum. I go to the grocery store. As I'm paying for the gum, who walks in but that person? The person proceeds to tell me how they scammed all these people. They scammed people in the dating world. My mouth is dropped to the ground. And in that moment, I'm saying silently, I forgive you. I forgive you and I release you. And believe it or not, that was what I needed to begin to open the flow of money to me, was to forgive and to release that person. I know all of that sounds really like very woo-woo, but inspired action will lead you to your blocks. It'll lead you to breakthroughs. It will lead you to opportunities. A lot of people here take action, but if you keep doing the same action, you're going to keep getting the same results. Take inspired action as it's given to you, and that will change everything. So I hope that these little videos help. I'm trying to make more of them as things come to me and as my clients ask me questions, and I realize, wow, that's a great question. And I'm trying to answer all of your questions as you ask them. So thank you so much for just being willing to follow along and go along with me on this journey. And please like and share and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.